Here I have some storage boxes. I'll be showing you how to assemble them. So let's select, get right into it. So for the first design, it has flush hinges, but the hinges are exposed. And so opening it up, you see the hinge stops here. And it forms a 90-degree. For the final design, I have the hinges closed off. And since this is made of TPU, it's really flexible around the hinges, so it usually comes off. This inner chest design has a false bottom, so taking out this inner layer here, you can see more on the inside, and you can hide whatever you want with the false bottom. Finally, for the double chest design, it's just been extended, so it's the same hinges. This one being made of PETG, it's a lot easier to get the hinges in. Since it's more flexible than PLA, it won't break. Just like the rest, it closes all the way. This little nub here serves as a latch, so it helps put friction and make it tougher to open. Lifting it out will make it easier to open. And that's the same for these other, as you can hear. And then it's tough to open until you open up the latch. For the TPU, it doesn't really work the same, since it's just extremely flexible. Alright, so for bending the tabs, you're putting in the top just a little bit above, getting it heated up a little bit. And then once it starts bending, go ahead and bend it out. Just a little bit. Once that's all done, you put this end, the opposite end, and you should be able to just gently push this end in until it reaches inside. So this one needs to be heated up a little bit more. Try it out again. Right there, clicked in. That side's in, this side's in. And before you close it, you're gonna want to heat it up again. Do be careful, don't heat up try not to heat up anything else. You can start bending it back. And bend it so that it's flush. And if it's freshly printed, you want to keep bending it out, in and out. Alright, so right there you can see it's still not flush, so again, heat it up. And push it against. And right here, I have it so that it's pretty flush. And it seems to close pretty fine. So there it is, all closed up. See, both sides are in, nothing broke. And this was using just PLA. So it is possible, but I recommend using PETG. There you have it all working. It does get caught a little bit, so you can have to be careful with the hinges. If one of the tabs do happen to break, you can still possibly melt it back. And the way to melt it back, I recommend, is just using really high heat. So right here, it's a butane torch. And so just a quick tap with the butane torch would be enough to melt it back together. Alternatively, you can use a candle or just a match, but you have to be really careful. If the sides from the bottom break, it's almost impossible to melt them back since they're so thin. So I recommend just doing another base. I recommend using the candle method to bend the tab out first and then bend it in. Also, if it does happen to break, it still will function. Like this one will close, and trying to open it, it'll still function, it just won't open to a 90-degree anymore. If it requires a lot of force to put the top in, you'll have to sand down the tabs until it freely goes in and out. Sand down both the top and the bottom parts. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you for watching.